Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. And in today's video, I am doing another collab with my dear friend Tracy. Her channel name is Lilith Luna. I'll link her channel in my description box. She is one of my dearest friends. She is beautiful and she's talented and she's fun and she has great taste in makeup, and it's always a blast to collab with her. We've done several and I hope we continue to do many more collabs together. We do have a brand in common, not the same palette, but the same brand, and that is Mvndi Mvkevp, a US indie brand that I absolutely love. I only have one palette from the brand. I'd like to get all of her palettes, but I have the Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening palette. I've used this one time, I think, before on my channel. Well, I know for sure I've used it one time before on my channel, and maybe a second time. So this could be this palette's third go around here on the tubes. I can't remember for sure, but this is the color story, and I just think it's so beautiful. And I've never done like a green focused look with this palette before. And if you've been around here for a while, you know I love green eyeshadows. So I think that's what I'm going to focus on today are the greens. I'm going to use this shade here called Mistletoe. I think I'm going to use this yellow shade too. This is called Firelit. And then I'm going to use Wintergreen and Sparkling Spruce, and I think maybe a little bit of White Pine as well. And that gold's really pretty too. And I think I'm going to pop Snowy Evening in my inner corners. So maybe more monochromatic, but I've done like a brown and red look before with this. I've done like a brown with this shade, I think. So, you know, just wanting to do something a little different and something that I just love, which is greens. Okay, so I'm going to start off by putting Firelit in my transition area. And also, I came up with 10 questions for Tracy and I to answer while we put our eye looks together, because that's just what I do. So I do have my brows done in just some clear brow gel, the NYX Control Freak. And then this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 02, I believe. So let me grab a brush and get into this. Okie dokie. So again, 10 questions, just totally random off the top of my head. Number one is, what makeup brand have you always wanted to try but haven't yet? What makeup brand have I trying to have? Gosh, let's see here. Well, I mean, I've tried pretty much all the brands I try, I think. Let me think. There's one I haven't tried yet. Gosh, I come up with these questions and I can't answer them. It's great. I mean, I used to really want to try, like, well, I still do Looksy, but I don't think they're in, oops. Oh my gosh, I almost knocked everything off my desk. I cleaned up everything in here, you guys. I cleaned up my whole desk. I alphabetized all my palettes again, so like I know where everything is. I cleared all the crap off my, I washed my brushes. Can you believe it? But I don't know that Looksy is still a brand anymore. I can't remember. And also there's a brand called Pretties for Your Face that I would like to try. Glaminatrix is another brand I'd like to try. Gosh, what is Adept, which I know Adept has some fuzz or something floating around on my face. I know Adept has gotten some heat, negativity, but I do think the brand makes beautiful eyeshadows, so I'd like to try their palettes at some point. I'd like to get more from Mvndi Mvkevp. Yeah, I think that's about it. Number two, what's the worst hairstyle you've ever had? Okay, I've had a few. I had a mullet when I was in 8th grade. It's not cute. And also when I was a junior in high school. So I had long hair. I have a fuzz. I can see a fuzz on the side of my face. Is it on my eye? That is driving me crazy. What if it's my eyelashes or something? Okay. When I was in high school, I grew my hair out really long and I had a perm, because of course we all had to perm the crap out of our hair back in the early 90s, late 80s. And my hair was just disgusting. You know, it was like super broken ends and just yuck. And so I decided to like cut it off to like my chin, and then she did a spiral perm. And I mean, it was kind of cute, but it just looked so much different than my hair had looked in the past. And I remember my friend Becky came over right before school started to like, we went to the like Rite Aid, and I got the new Motley Crue Dr. Feelgood tape. And I didn't have a license, so she's like, I'll come get you and we'll go. And I'm like, oh, I got my hair done. She's like, oh, I can't wait to see it. And I remember her walking into my house to pick me up, and she started cracking up because she's like, your hair, oh my God, you look like an old lady. And, you know, we had the big, huge bangs that we'd spray 10,000 pounds of hairspray, and I had those bangs big time. But yeah, not cute. That's a wonderful yellow mat. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go into mistletoe and put that in my outer V and in my crease as well. Number 3, do you know how to roller skate, and are you any good at it? I do know how to roller skate. I used to love to roller skate. Every Saturday from 6th grade into like the middle of 8th grade, my friend Lisa and I would go to Big Wheel or Skate World, but typically Big Wheel. And Big Wheel and Skate World are gone now, which just breaks my heart because, I mean, my formative years were spent at Big Wheel and Skate World, okay? And we would get there at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and we would skate until like 8 o'clock at night. Just go for it. You know, take breaks here and there to have a corn dog or some ice cream and soda. I mean, my gosh, it's a miracle I still have internal organs of all the crap that I ate when I was a kid. And we would just skate our butts off, you know, speed skate, slow skate, backward skate, couple skate. We'd play all the games, you know, like the red light, green light, and shoot the duck. I could shoot the duck like nobody's business. That's where you squat down and you pop one of your legs out, and you hold onto the toe of your skate and skate around. Oh, I was so good at that. I was really a good roller skater. And my kids, when they were little, we would have their birthday parties at Skate World. And I loved it. I would skate probably more than they would. So fun. So yeah, I can roller skate. I love to roller skate. I miss it. I wish that there was still skating rinks here. I'd probably still roller skate, even though I've had 4 back surgeries. Number 4, do you cry easily? Yes. And I cry when I don't want to cry. A subscriber and I were just talking about that in the comment section of one of my videos, that she went and watched one of my older videos, which I always cringe when people watch my older videos. I'm like, oh God, don't watch that. Ooh. Because like I'll cry when I'm angry, when I'm frustrated, I don't know, overwhelmed, and when I'm sad. And sometimes like when I'm really, really happy, I will cry. You know, things just hit me deeply and I will cry. Movies make me cry, music makes me cry, you know. So yeah, I do cry easily. I'm gonna go back into Firelit and just take the edge of that green shade down a little bit. That's a beautiful green mat. I love the mats. I love this whole palette. Mandy's shadows are gorgeous. Number 5, what's the furthest place you've ever traveled to? Florida. Because I live in Oregon, and I flew to Florida when I was a senior in high school for dance team competition. And, you know, we didn't win, but it was really fun. We performed at SeaWorld, and we got to go to Universal Studios. It was really fun. They like closed Universal Studios down at like 11 o'clock that night or something. And just the dance teams from all around the country got to go into Universal Studios from like, I think it was like 11 o'clock at night until like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was so fun. So it was just all of us dance teams together. And we made friends with a team from Chicago and a team from Maine and a team from, I think, Alabama. And so we were all hanging out together, and we went on the rides and stuff at Universal Studios. It was so fun. God, that was great. That was such a great trip. And then I got the stomach flu when we flew home. That was horrible. I was like puking in the airplane bathroom the whole time. It was awful. Or like moaning in my seat. And also I can remember when we flew there, we flew from like Oregon to San Francisco to Fort Worth to Florida. And the flight from Fort Worth to Florida, I think it was just like us on the flight, just my dance team. And it was a huge plane. So we had like whole rows of seats just to ourselves. So we got to lay down. It was really fun. That was cool. And I really liked Florida. We were in Orlando. It was February, and it was really muggy and humid, I remember. I didn't love that. But that was such a fun trip. We had a blast. It was really, really fun. I'm going to go back in just a little bit with mistletoe, the green mat, and put a little bit more right there, because I always tend to take too much of it away right in the corner. I don't like that. Okay, I think that's good for now. Okay, so now for the shimmers. I'm going to put wintergreen first right here, and I'll put sparkling spruce and then white pine. Yeah. Okay, I do, well, hold on. Let me see if I can find a smaller brush. Well, I'll just use this one. I think it's fine. Number 6, what's the most comfortable article of clothing you own? I own a lot of comfortable clothing. That's kind of my MO. Oh crap, where's my... I don't know where I put my setting spray. Hold on just a second. I gotta find my setting spray. I found it. It was in the bathroom. Yeah, I own tons of comfortable clothing. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life, is just to be comfortable. I own a lot of sweatpants, a lot of leggings, a lot of sweatshirts, like hoodies and stuff. Although my friend Dawn, she keeps telling me to try Comfort clothing brand. It's like they make sweatshirts and sweatpants and stuff, but I haven't yet. And my son and his girlfriend and his dog actually have sweatsuits from Comfort. So I feel like if a dog can have it, why can't I, right? I need to get on it. So, I mean, I would say that the majority of the clothing that I have in my life is comfy. So I don't know that I have just one specific thing. And I also have a lot of pairs of slippers that I love, like the squishy, soft slippers. I'm gonna clean this off a little bit, flip the brush over, and go into the shade here called Sparkling Spruce. This is such a beautiful shade, I love it. Let's see, number 7. Are you shy when you first meet someone? No, not usually. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on who it is, I guess. But no, I'm not usually, I would not consider myself shy. Oh God, that is so pretty. And the two of those together are perfection. The two green shimmers, yes. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. And I know I do a lot of green looks on my channel. I don't care. I love green eyeshadows, so I just do it. No, like I said, I would not say I'm shy. I mean, like we had a corporate person from I work for Optum Healthcare, and we had a corporate person, like my main boss, the big boss, come and hang out with us at work a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And I wasn't shy. She was really nice and stuff. But if there had been like several of them, which that has happened before, where there's been a few of the corporate people that have come, I mean, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking maybe, because when they start asking you a bunch of questions, you're like, oh, but no, I'm fine. So now I'm going to go into the shade here called White Pine and put that towards the front. And I do want to get a different brush. Let's see, where is a different brush? Do I have one over there? They're clean. I didn't put them back how I probably should have. Hold on. Voila, I have a nice little soft brush, or small brush. It's soft too, I guess. I don't know. Number 8, do you have any friends in your life that you grew up with? Paul, my husband. I mean, you know, I grew up with him, and he's my friend, my best friend. And then I also have a really close friend. Her name is Catherine, and she and I went to high school together. So I didn't really like grow up. Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, we met when we were 17. So, I mean, you know. Ooh, yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I love these shades together. Stunning. That's got such a pretty flip to it. It's got a little bit of like pink in it almost too. That's beautiful. Oh, I love this look. Yeah, baby. So like from childhood, like Paul's the only one I would say, right? Yeah. Other than my friend from high school. Number 9. Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed something. No? No, I have not. Okay. Number 9. What is your fave eyeshadow color combination? Greens and anything, really. I like green and purple a lot. I think that's a beautiful color combo. Green and blue, green and yellow. I like blue and yellow. I mean, pink and purple. I like a lot of color combos, but I would say green with anything. Green and brown, green and black, green and pink. Green and pink's really pretty. Love green and pink. I've done that a few times. Oops. Done that a few times. Green and orange. Yeah. I love greens with anything. Beautiful. I'm loving this eye look. God, these shadows are so pretty. They're gorgeous. Although I feel like I kind of lost a little bit of the Sparkling Spruce shade. Look at that. Put that back on here a little bit. And then I'll go into the winter green shade too. Yeah. Okay, and then the last question here is, what is your least favorite house cleaning chore? I cannot stand to go back into winter green too. I cannot stand to clean the bathtub and the shower because my back is so effed up that I typically always hurt myself. You know, like sometimes when I bend over to get into the tub to clean it, I can barely stand back up again. So I have to be really careful. I'm gonna go back into mistletoe. I kind of got some shadow around in my palette. Yeah, I have to be really careful. I have to get like down on my hands and knees and then very gingerly lean into the tub. Lots of times my husband ends up doing it because I want to do it because I feel like I do it better, right? Like that's just how I am. I do everything better. So I'm doing it, right? Kind of a control freak a little bit. My husband loves it. Just kidding. He doesn't. He hates it. He's like, I can do this. I'm like, no, you can't. I do it better. But anyway, there are times when I'll have to like hand the reins over to him when I'm cleaning the bathtub because I just can't do it. And then I get really pissed at myself. I'm gonna go back into the yellow mat. And I don't love to clean the toilets either, but you know, you gotta clean the toilet. I mean, you gotta clean your whole house, right? It's important, really. But the bathtub and I just end up getting pretty pissed off. And you should see me when I clean the house. I sweat like I'm in an inferno. It's gross. I don't get it. I'm just like, why am I sweating this bad? I don't know. Even when I fold laundry, sometimes I will sweat. Like I have to have a fan on when I do my makeup or I'll sweat. It's just, I don't get it. I never used to be like this, but you know, menopause, premenopause, whatever it is. It's not very fun, I'll tell you that much. I think I'm done. I really like how this look turned out. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna go clean this up a little bit. It's not much fun, a little bit. Do the rest of my stuff, I'll be back. So this is my finished look. I love how it turned out. So fun to play with this palette again. And I'm so happy that Tracy and I both have palettes from this brand so we could do this collab together. So let me show you everything I have on my face and then I will review the eyeshadow palette again with you. Okay, so on my face, my base products, I used this combo. And then, of course, the CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Setting Powder and Translucent. I did not put a bronzer on today. I don't know why. I just didn't. But I did use my Blushing Poppies blush palette from Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics. I used a combination of Whimsical and Luminous. I love these two together. They are just beautiful. And I just love peach blush with green eyeshadows, of course. And then I used an eyeshadow out of the palette for my upper lid and lower lid liner. So I'll go over that here in just a minute. For my mascara, of course, the Maybelline New York Sky High. I did use my liquid highlighter from Beauty Moon Cosmetics that I just received in PR. She's putting together subscription boxes, I think once every 3 months, and she sent this to me in PR. And I will be doing a dedicated video to the products that I received. I already showed them in another video, recent video, but loving this. It's so beautiful. It's got this really pretty pink shifty stuff. And I know I use peach blush, but I don't know. I just thought this would look pretty and it does. And what's this called again? Moon Dew, like dew, D-E-W. And then on my lips, I used a liquid lipstick from Lottie London, Slay All Day. And I don't know if that's the, wait, hold on. The shade is So Good. And I've had this forever, but it still works really well. And I thought the color would look really nice with my look today. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening from Mvndi Mvkevp. Love it. I used this shade in my inner corners. This is called Snowy Evening, and also under my brows. And then on my lower lash lines, I lined it with Lovely Woods. And I also popped a little bit of that just up here, kind of towards the outer part of the upper lash line. And then I used a little bit of mistletoe on my lower lash lines too. And everything is just spectacular in this palette. I know I didn't use all the shadows in this look today, of course, but I've used all the shadows now, except for this one. I've not used the pressed glitter. I need to do that sometime, but I just haven't yet. But you know, the mattes are super saturated in pigment and they blend beautifully. They work together really well. And then the shimmers are just stunning. And you know, this is a duochrome, this is multi-chrome. So, you know, I know like usually I just use one or maybe two. Oh, I use two. It looks gorgeous together, really does. And this is a beautiful shimmer too. Just it's more of a satin, I would say. But love the combination of these two together. This deepened things up on my lower and upper lash lines. You know, just really fun, really well-rounded palette, I feel like, you know, really lovely shades in here. And just the quality is spectacular. I cannot wait to go and watch Tracy's video, see what shades she pulls together out of her palette. I can't even remember what palette she has for Mvndi Mvkevp. and then also listen to the answers to the questions I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed this collab, and I hope Tracy and I do many more collabs together. Let me know if you happen to have this palette from Mvndi Makeup or anything else from Mvndi Makeup. We can chat about that in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.